Hi, this is Cameron, and for my second video blog. Also, thank you so much for the audio feedback. That was really helpful. And one of the feedback points about fixed and growth mindset and the work of Carol Dweck, I had started digging in a little bit last semester. So thank you for the reminder about that, because I am planning to go pull that perhaps for our next couple learning pathways. So in regards to the prompt about sociocultural situation, I'm really having to shift my mindset from teaching the choral classroom, where I saw my kids 4 out of 5 days, to now teaching a community choir based up of girls that are in upper elementary, middle, and early high school. And some of these girls aren't even taking choir at all, whether it be, for instance, 1 or 2 that are in band and want to have an outlet to sing, or girls that didn't like the chorus that was offered, or elective, didn't get the elective, etc., etc. And so what I'm trying to do and really connect is that these girls have a new safe place to be able to be expressive, but also to connect to how to be culturally relevant to them, and how they can find their musical identity. So I really love digging into Lucy Green's Learning, Teaching, and Musical Identity Across Cultures last summer, and I've been coming back and reading a little bit of it in chapters as I can, and that's really been challenging me to be able to have less of the unidirectional giving of information and a lot more of that two-way pathway, and trying to figure out what excites them, what their family background is. Not only have they come from a musical setting, did they grow up listening to a lot of music, or is this something that, they just liked singing and so their parents signed them up for it? We're trying to expand even the types of music that they're hearing. For instance, the administrative assistant at Meredith College, which is one of my students, is now out of finishing her master's in vocal performance, and she's now working full-time there at Meredith College, and really involved with the North Carolina Opera. So she created an opportunity for these community choir girls to go and sing a couple scenes with La Boheme. So that was such a great, authentic way for the girls to see that making music doesn't only look maybe what they see in their schools, or what they see on their TikToks, or what they see in the a cappella groups around campuses or around the colleges close to them. So I think that something that I really am excited to dig into is designing this curriculum for the community choir. Looks completely different than the North Carolina Standard Course of Study, which we talked about in our live classroom, and was something I used a lot in curriculum mapping and planning at the independent school that I've been at for the last 15 years. And I'm excited to see how I can connect that. I'm also planning an all-state for North Carolina independent schools and trying to pick culturally relevant repertoire. The clinician and I talked last week, and he asked for feedback of not only what level of music, but what sort of styles, making sure that composers of color are represented, women composers are represented, and then even in the genre with a musical theater, should it be something that is perhaps a Rodgers and Hammerstein from old, or Rodgers and Hart, or does it need to be something from a Hamilton or a revival of or a film one like that has now come to the stage and to Broadway? So I'm looking forward to digging in further. I really connected a lot with the Bradley, and how I need to be more reflective of picking and choosing music from different styles, and not only checking the boxes that we want to make sure 5 different styles of repertoire are always being presented. So I look forward to digging in more with you.